In a small town, there lived a poor boy who spent his days going door to door, selling newspapers to pay for his education. Every morning, he set out on his route with empty pockets but a heart full of determination, hoping to earn enough to stay in school. One scorching afternoon, as the sun beat down relentlessly, the boy trudged along his route. The heat drained his energy, and hunger gnawed at his empty stomach. Feeling faint and desperate, he decided to ask for help at the next house he passed, hoping someone might offer him a morsel of food. House after house, door after door, he was met with rejection. Some people turned him away with a curt word, while others didn't answer at all. By the time he reached the last house on the street, his hope was nearly extinguished. Yet, summoning his courage, he knocked softly. To his surprise, the door opened to reveal a kind-looking girl with a gentle smile. Exhausted and with a trembling voice, he managed to ask, "Could I please have a glass of water?" The girl disappeared briefly and returned, not with water, but with a glass of milk. Overwhelmed by her kindness, the boy gratefully drank it, feeling energy slowly returning to his weary body. "How much do I owe you?" he asked, pulling a few coins from his pocket, all he had to offer. The girl smiled warmly and shook her head. "You don't owe me anything," she said. "It's my pleasure to help." Deeply touched by her generosity, the boy thanked her sincerely and continued on his way, carrying the memory of her kindness in his heart. Years passed, and the girl grew into a compassionate woman. She lived a life full of kindness, often helping others just as she had helped the boy that day. But one day, she fell gravely ill. The sickness struck without warning, and no matter how many doctors she consulted or treatments she tried, her condition worsened. Desperate for a cure, she sought out the most renowned doctor in the region, a man known for his extraordinary skill and compassion. He agreed to take on her case, dedicating himself entirely to her treatment. Day after day, he worked tirelessly to find a way to help her. Even when others had given up hope, he pressed on. Months passed, and under the doctor's care, her condition began to improve. Slowly but surely, she regained her strength, and eventually, she was declared fully recovered. Overwhelmed with relief and gratitude, she prepared to leave the hospital, but a new worrying weighed on her: the cost of the treatment. She was certain that the medical bills would be far beyond her means. With a heavy heart, she approached the hospital's billing office to settle the debt. When the bill was handed to her, she hesitated before unfolding it, bracing herself for the staggering amount. But as her eyes scanned the page, she froze. At the bottom of the bill, written in bold letters, were the words, "Paid in full with a glass of milk." Tears filled her eyes as she realized what had happened. The doctor who had saved her life was none other than the boy she had helped so many years ago. Her simple act of kindness, a glass of milk given to a starving child, had come back to her in the most extraordinary way. Overwhelmed with emotion, she reflected on the incredible turn of events. That small, seemingly insignificant gesture of compassion had left an indelible mark on the boy, shaping his life and, ultimately, saving hers. The story serves as a poignant reminder that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Kindness has a way of coming full circle, often in ways we could never anticipate, leaving a lasting legacy that touches lives far beyond our own.